So when I got interested in Charlie Christian, the name Lester Young kept coming up all the time too. I don't know exactly to what extent Charlie Christian was influenced by Lester Young, but supposedly a bunch, and that they had similar sensibilities, use of space and their kind of linear sensibilities and all that. So it's taken me a few decades, but I'm finally getting around to checking out some Lester Young. And here's a lick that I think of as the Lester Young descending lick, because it's got this long descending line built into it, and it goes over the first 4 bars of a blues. In this case, I'm putting it in B flat, so going from over the first 4 bars of a B flat blues and resolving onto the 4 chord, which would be E flat. So let me play the lick for you over a track and you can hear what it sounds like, and then I'll come back and explain a bit about it. I'll play it one more time. Okay, so it starts out in the first bar. You're basically playing sort of a B-flat Mixolydian sound throughout this. So that'd be the sound of a, if you think of a B-flat major scale, and then you take the 7th note and you flat it. That's basically the B-flat Mixolydian sound. So if you already knew that, then well, as my friends and I used to say in college, I would never be condescending to a person like you. Anyway, this is the sound that we're using. And so we're starting off here on the flat 7, going to the 5th, 6th, 7th, back to the 5th, and then the 7th again. So, and then it basically repeats some of that, and then goes all the way down the scale like this, until you get to this chromatic note, and then to the 3rd. So that's flat 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, root, flat 7, 6, flat 6 going chromatically to 5, to 3. So the pickup phrase happens, and there's basically a whole measure of rest, and then in bar 3, and then bar 4 starts on the 3rd, and then goes down to the 3rd. So it's a that 4th measure is a solid stream of 8th notes that starts and ends on the 3rd, and that one chromatic step helps you do that, which makes it a super useful idea and very portable and something you could use elsewhere if you wanted to. And then we get to we land on the 4 chord, and the phrase goes. So we've got, now we're thinking in terms of the F, thinking in terms of the E flat chord. And so we're thinking this is, the F is the 2nd to the 7th, major 7th, root, 2, 3, and 5. Now whether you hear this at the beginning of that phrase as over the E flat chord, the 2nd and the 7th, or whether you hear it as just that the phrase from B flat hasn't quite finished yet, is totally up to you. But there it is. Those are the pieces of it. I'll do it in slow motion, and then I'll play it over the track. So 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, and. Okay, so here it is one more time with the track so you can hear it in context. Okay, there it is, the Lester Young descending lick. You can obviously play it in other keys, you can play it in other positions, but it's a solid way to get you from 1 to 4, and once you've learned it, you can start to take it apart and figure out how to use pieces of it wherever you want.